So this is Saturday night, the 29th, no, 30th of January, 2021. And I'm just going to basically start 3 games here. One of the things that I like to do is try to find a shot after the break in one pocket. Uh, I'm reminded of the way I used to kind of play 8 ball. I was pretty good at finding those initial caroms and such. And also Corey Deuel is very good at finding stuff like this, and I'm a fan. So I do that a lot too. These are my first 3 games of the day, and so we'll just play them and see what happens here. We'll start to play them. So here I'm sitting, I'm looking at the very first thing that jumps to my mind is this carom. This where in the hell this is, the 12 maybe off of this 14 into the pocket. This is the kind of shot that I used to be really good at, and that again Corey Deuel is really good at. So I'm looking at that and wondering, can I hit this ball hard enough to be able to go in? And while I'm looking at this, I start looking at these 3 balls right here. And what I notice is that the 3, if it goes off the 4, the 2's dead in the pocket. So I will eventually notice that, and I will eventually shoot that, because it's a better shot than that first carom I was looking at. Because basically I can't miss this 2. And that's what I'm realizing right now. So now we'll shoot him. Like I said, the 2 really couldn't be missed. Now, do you see that damn ball? Watch this damn ball down here. It's 15. That is essentially going to cost me the game right there. It's going to cost me running out this game in 1 inning. But not just yet. So this guy made 1 ball off my opponent's break, which is always fun. Pretty sure I can miss this ball, but I wasn't 100% sure. If I hadn't missed this ball, then it would have been end of run. So I didn't miss it by much. But I did miss it, and that's what I needed to do. I come up here, got the 7. If I come across, I don't really have anything that goes except this ball. The 3 won't go past him. This ball will go. So I could shoot the 7, come across, get on this ball. And trying, I'm thinking ahead a little bit, but I'm going to come around, maybe get the 13, maybe the 2, something like that. I'm just not that thrilled with only having 1 option. So I'm going to end up shooting this ball next instead of the 7. To give myself what I'm hoping is going to be some more options. Right, now I've got the 4. And all I have to do is just kind of follow forward, and I should have a shot at something. Again, options is what I was looking for. I'm also glad I left the 7 over there on the rail, because I missed all this shit. And now I've got the 7 to shoot. So that was luck. That was not, oh, let's leave the 7 for insurance or whatever. That was just me being lucky. I shoot the 7. Just real quick here. The 3 will still go. The 3 will go now because this other ball is out of the way. And the 6 will go. I got to get kind of perfect on the 3, or not perfect, but I got to get really good on the 3. If I go too far, then I've got the 6. So why not just play for the 6? That's what I'm telling myself. Just come across and play for the 6. And that's what I'm going to do. Kind of played to come off the side rail and back out. Didn't really care either way. I just didn't want to be stuck on the rail. So you try to hit those harder to make sure I go into the rail and back off. It didn't happen that time. Bumped this ball, and you know what? That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to hit the 10, but I didn't. And so here I am. I'm stuck with a combination. I hate combinations. Hate, 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 hate. Now look, 8 balls on the table. This guy, in reality, only has 6. But I'm thinking I have 7 because I forgot about this damn 15 that went in over here 1,000 years ago. So I'm thinking, oh, I'll make this combination, I'm out. I don't have to worry about any kind of playing shape or anything at all. The moral of this story is pay attention to the damn score. Wouldn't have been hard to follow on the combination and have the 10x, but I didn't. Now I'm going to move this 8 right now because I'm just going to keep shooting. I'm only going to move it a billionth of an inch, and maybe a quarter inch, maybe an eighth of an inch, just so I can shoot some more. On this shot right here, clearly I'm too straight. I'm trying to just power up and follow around 3 rails, 2 rails or 3 rails for the 8. I'm going to butcher this 10, and I kind of want to see again how badly I butcher this ball. Yeah, I didn't butcher it too bad, but I missed it. So here we go with this is my second game of the batch of the night. For some reason, when I was shooting these things, I was thinking that I basically ran 8 off of my opponent's break each time. I didn't do that at all. But I did get a shot off my opponent's break each time. I found a shot, and that's kind of what I was going for. So, this one's fairly obvious. The 11 is pretty close to being dead off that 6. There's a slight gap, which is in a way good because those 2 balls are lined up for about here. So I can cut the 11 and change the carom angle a little bit, and then that'll go in. That's pretty fine. 2 balls are going to go a million miles around the table. And I remember being in this situation, and this was messed up. I'm going to pause here. So this 8, I have old eyes. My eyes are almost 56 years old. I don't know if this 8 will go. I think it might go, but if it didn't go, it wouldn't surprise me a bit. Problem is, if I don't shoot this 8, I don't really have any other shot. I might be able to shoot this combination on this ball and this and the 10, but that would take a lot of right English. And actually, I'm going to consider that, thinking, well, if I was a real player and I was playing a real game, maybe this would be the right shot to do. Because then I could, with my right English, come back behind this ball, maybe get behind it, maybe at least kick it away from the pocket. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm not trying to be a real player. I'm just trying to run as many balls as I can. And I do that a lot when I'm practicing. So eventually I'm just going to say, all right, screw it, and I'm just going to shoot this 8 and see if it goes in. I'm, 30% confident that the 8 has room. I'm going to try that, look at that 7-6, but the 14 is in my way. So I cannot make the 7-6 combo, or that would be a pretty good shot. But the 14 is in my way for that. So eventually I'm just going to realize that I got to shoot this damn 8 and cross my fingers. Hey, it went in. That was pretty cool, right? Now, that was a hard shot, and everything else should kind of be easy from this, but I've got to get another shot after this ball. I've got to bust into these and get another shot. I should have shot this shot with more control or harder to get the cue ball out of all that mess. I didn't do that. And I'm like, okay, what do you do? What do you do? I'm screwed now. I hooked myself. I'm going to look at shooting this ball into the 15, maybe banking the 15 towards my pocket, clearing it out if nothing else. I'm going to look at this for a while, and then I'm going to eventually go, you know what? I'm a bank pool player. I ought to be able to make this 13. I ought to be able to make this 13. It's probably a 50-50 bank for me, but I'm going to miss it. And as it turns out, I'd have a shot after it anyway. So that just wasn't the right shot, and I just screwed that up. So here's the third game of the night. I don't remember a lot about this one. I'll probably be reminded as soon as I see the break here. Yeah, so this is actually fairly standard for what I was trying to do. I think I can see this 5. And then I could just bank it over to here and cue ball up here. Maybe I can't because I'm not going to shoot it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot this 15, carry it off to 4. This is usually the kind of shot that I leave myself on my breaks. I'll leave this kind of shot, if anything else. Or I just sell out the corner ball directly. But I leave these caroms, and I don't want to pass them up. I'm working on trying to hit them better, and I feel like I am hitting them better now than I was, 6 months ago or whatever. Just look at the damn shot, find it. There was my ghost ball spot on the cloth I was finding there. Put this in. Boom, boom, boom. There he goes. Yeah, I even got a shot after it, which was nice of me to do. I'm looking at it right here. So I'm going to shoot the 2 and probably drop and bump the 11. And then I would have the 6 or the 9 after that. It should be perfectly fine. I'm feeling like that's not the right shot. The right shot is to shoot the 2 and come out here for the 3, off this rail over here for the 3. But I don't have a lot of confidence in that. It's kind of a half follow, half stun shot to come up with English to come out. I don't have a lot of confidence in shooting it, not nearly as much as I would in just shooting the 2 and drawing up into the 11. But I feel like it's the right shot, and I'm eventually going to talk myself into shooting it. And as it turns out, I'm going to hit it really well. It's kind of half bottom, half stun with a lot of spin, and you just come up, and that's pretty much a great shot for me. For right here, I'm going to place here for the 8. I don't have a lot of room here. I can't draw off this 3. I got to slide straight over with left English. And again, I hit this one pretty good. Actually, a little bit too good. I come too far. If I'd have gotten the cue ball in this area, then I could have shot the 8 and drifted down in this direction. Didn't happen. So you got to keep shooting. That's the rules. I do have an angle that I can try to manufacture something, and what I try to manufacture is that 9 ball. Again, it works out all right. I come over. The 9 has plenty of room. I'm not worried at all about that. Watch what this cue ball does. This is kind of annoying, and probably should have seen it coming. Watch it go. It's going to go off those 2 balls and actually get a kiss again, and almost scratch. That would have sucked. This shot right here is going to be my last one of this game that I make. This annoys me because this is just make the 14 with left English, rail, come up for the 9. This is the kind of shot that I feel like I hit pretty well. And in this case, I just don't. And I'm curious to watch and see. Do I just have no spin on this ball? I'm basically going to go true rail straight into the 9 or the 6. So what happened there? What happened? Let's watch this cue ball. Okay. I think I had too much top on that, and what happened was the cue ball comes off and it arced at an odd angle, arced forward. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think I just shot it a little bit too hard, a little bit too much top. So now here I am with this stupid thing. I'm watching a TV show, and I'm trying to get out. I'm not trying to practice strategy and all that stuff right now. So I'm like, all right, let's just bank the 4. I'm a bankful player. I should be able to bank this 4. This is again about a 30% make for me, but I'm gonna miss it pretty badly. And that's going to be it for this. But hey, I got several balls off my opponent's break. That was pretty nice of me.